Halo, the game that single-handedly made the Xbox a must-have console back in 2001. All the way back in episode 4 of Our Story So Far TV, I mentioned Halo. I intended for this show to address modern as well as retro games. But the funny thing is, yesterday, November 15th, 2018, the day before this video went live, marked the 17th anniversary of Halo. Even that game is retro to many gamers these days. Developed by Bungie and released by Microsoft on the Xbox console, Halo follows Master Chief and his AI sidekick Cortana on a first-person shooter rampage through an alien world shaped like a ring and named Halo. You're limited to carrying 2 weapons, 2 types of grenades, and using melee attacks and vehicles. This game practically invented recharging shields, allowing even players with low health to dive face-first into a firefight as long as they can find cover for a little bit and allow their shields to recharge. What you've been looking at mostly so far in this video is the Master Chief Collection in 1080p on the Xbox One, but when Halo came out in 2001, the graphics were impressive for the time. The Master Chief Collection allows you to switch back and forth, and there are some missions that help you really see the beauty of what modern models and textures can do for a game, while there are other missions that really feel more planned out in the original graphics. Levels are large open areas that may have checkpoints to load in new content, but even those are generously spaced out. Having so many models and textures and so much map data loaded into memory at one time was a true accomplishment for the limited hardware we had at the time compared to today. The sound effects are frankly amazing. Everything was well captured and feels like it belongs. Something about hearing the warning of Master Chief's armor level really takes me back. Every sound effect, from the sounds of the elites to the crumbling when shooting a massive flood right in front of you, it all sounds like coming home. As far as the music is concerned, I still want to know who Marty O'Donnell made mad at Bungie, because frankly, there was never a reason to get rid of him. Not only is Halo's music iconic, from the chanting monks to the Eeyorian intro, but one of my favorite moments immediately after the Flood are introduced, it would be easy to put anything from some of the hard-edged rock music Halo is known for to a bombastic overture made by a symphony, but instead the music is subdued and unsettling. There's a new threat, and you just saw security footage showing how bad it might be, but the music leaves you to deal with the threat and doesn't immediately pile on the concepts of danger and anxiety. Brilliant moves like that make Halo's music stand out above many games of the era and even today. So how do you cover the story of a franchise like Halo? A franchise that has everything from sequels to spin-offs to live-action films to animated shorts, an entire metafiction of terminals, books, and comics. Well, if you're a fan of the show, you know where we like to start, with the instruction manual. When I was a kid, I had to wait at least an hour from the time I bought a game until we got home. I would have opened the game and pored over the instruction booklet in the car on the drive home. Modern games, however, have opening cutscenes, so let's see what we can glean from the intro.
Cortana, all I need to know is, did we lose them?
I think we both know the answer to that.
We made a blind jump. How did they...
Get here first? The Covenant ships have always been faster. As for tracking us all the way from Reach, at light speed my maneuvering options were limited.
We were running dark, yes?
Until we decelerated, no one could have missed the hole we tore in subspace. They were waiting for us on the far side of the planet.
So, where do we stand?
Our fighters are mopping up the last of their recon picket now, nothing serious. But I've isolated approach signatures for multiple CCS-class battle groups. Make it 3 capital ships per group. And in about 90 seconds, they'll be all over us.
Well, that's it then. Bring the ship back up to Combat Alert Alpha. I want everyone at their stations.
Everyone, sir?
Everyone. And Cortana.
Hmm?
Let's give our old friends a warm welcome.
I've already begun.
Well, the game starts out heavy, and you're on the run, and you, as Master Chief, follow a little tutorial and then get your first taste of action pretty quickly. Then there's a bit more intro.
Captain Keyes.
Good to see you, Master Chief. Things aren't going well. Cortana did her best, but we never really had a chance.
A dozen Covenant superior battleships against a single Halcyon-class cruiser. With those odds, I'm content with 3, make that 4 kills. Sleep well?
No thanks to your driving, yes.
So you did miss me.
Report!
It must have been one of their boarding parties. I'd guess an antimatter charge.
Ma'am! Fire control for the main cannon is offline!
Captain, the cannon was my last offensive option.
All right, then. I'm initiating Cold Protocol Article 2. We're abandoning the Autumn. That means you too, Cortana.
While you do what? Go down with the ship?
In a manner of speaking. The object we found, I'm gonna try and land the Autumn on it.
With all due respect, sir, this war has enough dead heroes.
I appreciate your concern, Cortana, but it's not up to me. The protocol is clear. Destruction or capture of a shipboard AI is absolutely unacceptable, and that means you're leaving ship. Lock in a selection of emergency landing zones, upload them to my neural lace, and then sort yourself for a heart transfer.
Aye, aye, sir.
Which is where you come in, Chief. Get Cortana off this ship. Keep her safe from the enemy. If they capture her, they'll learn everything. Force deployment, weapons research, Earth.
I understand.
The Autumn will continue evasive maneuvers until you initiate a landing sequence. Not that you'll listen, but I'd suggest letting my subroutines handle the final approach.
Excellent work, Cortana. Thank you. Are you ready?
Yank me.
Good luck, Master Chief.
Your architecture isn't much different from the Autumn's.
Don't get any funny ideas.
I don't keep it loaded, son. You'll have to find out.
And the game just gets even better from there. You end up on the ring world, it's beautiful, and you spend the next 20 years of your life playing Halo games. I get it. But here's the thing. Did you notice a few words and phrases in that intro? Things that might not make sense to the first-time player? For instance, as for tracking us all the way from Reach, well, what the heck is Reach? Many people thought that the first mentions of Reach came in the form of the books that were released as supplements to the game, or even in the Halo Reach prequel game itself that came out many years later. But let's do ourselves a favor and crack open the instruction manual, which I do have the original physical copy for, but this scan comes courtesy of Xbox.com, where it was originally uploaded as part of the Xbox Originals library. The story so far. Nice. The year is 2552. Planet Earth still exists, but overpopulation has forced many of her former residents to colonize other worlds. Faster-than-light travel is now a reality, and Earth's unified government, through the United Nations Space Command, has put its full weight behind the colonization effort. Millions of humans now live on habitable planets and other solar systems. A keystone of humanity's colonization efforts is the planet Reach, an interstellar naval yard that builds colony ships for civilians and warships for the UNSC's armed forces. Conveniently close to Earth, Reach is also a hub for scientific and military activity. 32 years ago, contact with the outer colony Harvest was lost. A battle group sent to investigate was almost completely destroyed. Only one badly damaged ship returned to Reach. Its crew told of a seemingly unstoppable alien warship that had effortlessly annihilated their forces. This was humankind's first encounter with a group of aliens they eventually came to know as the Covenant, a collective of alien races united in their fanatical religious devotion. Covenant religious elders declared humanity an affront to the gods, and the Covenant warrior caste waged a holy war upon humanity with gruesome diligence. After a series of crushing defeats and obliterated colonies, UNSC Admiral Preston Cole established the Cole Protocol. No vessel may inadvertently lead the Covenant to Earth. When forced to withdraw, ships must avoid Earthbound vectors, even if that means jumping without proper navigational calculations. Vessels in danger of capture must self-destruct. On Reach, a secret military project to create cyborg super soldiers takes on newfound importance. The soldiers of the Spartan II project rack up an impressive record against the Covenant in test deployments, but there are too few of them to turn the tide of the war. Existing Spartan II soldiers are recalled to Reach for further augmentation. The plan? Board a Covenant vessel with the improved Spartan IIs and learn the location of the Covenant homeworld. 2 days before the mission begins, Covenant forces strike Reach and annihilate the colony. The Covenant are now on Earth's doorstep. One ship, the Pillar of Autumn, escapes with the last Spartan II and makes a blind jump into deep space, hoping to lead the Covenant away from Earth. The game was well thought out, and although there are some arguments that the storylines overlap in a lot of Bungie titles, from Marathon to Halo to Destiny, the simple fact remains that it's a good story. Dropping in right in the middle of the action, defending your home planet from an alien invasion, finding yourself on a new and interesting alien world, with a companion or two at your side who can help pull the story in multiple directions, it's no wonder that Halo has had a huge impact on the video game industry as a whole. And I'm happy that anniversary collections and more have made the game accessible to a new generation of gamers so that they can experience our story so far. Hey everybody, thanks for watching episode number 90 of Our Story So Far TV. If you hopefully enjoyed that show, please click the like button. Tell a friend about it as well. Maybe they aren't into all the retro games on the channel, but they just needed a more modern game to see on Our Story So Far. If you did enjoy it, there's plenty more where that came from. This was episode 90 after all, so there are plenty of more episodes and playlists here on the channel. Old episodes can be seen over at ourstorysofar.tv, and new episodes go up every single Friday. Until next time, take care of yourself.